The state of Tennessee stretches more than 400 miles from west to east and carries a lot of different people and a lot of different opinions. But most of the time, you only hear the loud voices on either side of the political spectrum. But what about the voices in the middle? State Capitol reporter Chris O'Brien set out to find what the average everyday Tennessean thinks about certain issues, like the debate over transgender identity.
Bob Williams loves spending time with his kids. Last week, he taught his daughter how to fish, and now she's hooked.
I took her fishing, and now she's got fishing fever.
Williams says he's probably like a lot of families in Tennessee. And like those families, he has to grapple with how to explain a rise in political polarization to his kids.
Most of us are a little more conservative than the rest of the country, and we try to do more common sense than anything else.
This year in the legislature, arguably the most polarizing topic outside of gun reform was an even sharper rise in legislation aimed at the LGBTQ community, with much of that affecting the transgender community.
I think anybody can be saved, not just straight people.
Williams labels himself a hardline conservative Christian. He believes in firearm freedom and strong family values. So when I asked about the transgender community, his answer surprised me.
Jesus actually would probably want me to imitate him more and love on more gay people and make friends with more gay people, and that's what I've done. People are people, man. It's good or bad, and we're all somewhere in between.
We met Williams while conducting random interviews with people in Clarksville. And of course, not everyone shares his beliefs.
If I change my identity from the way that God has created me, it displeases God, so I'm going to suffer the consequences.
Though naturally, others do.
Anybody should be able to be themselves regardless of who they are or what they're going through.
With the legislature passing at least 7 laws aimed at the LGBTQ community, we asked people their top issues moving toward next session and next election. Not one mentioned the LGBTQ community.
The economy is pretty important for a simple fact that as the economy goes, you know, that's going to be whether people are happy or not. And man, I want everybody to do well.
How are we going to get our next generation to prosper and be in good health mentally?
I really want to see more safety at schools, children's schools, elementaries, high school, middle school, all the schools. And then just gun control, because it is an issue.
I don't know that we do enough to help families succeed as a unit.
Now, of course, this is an extremely small sample size. But it raises the question, are the voices closer to the middle, the quiet majority, if you will, being drowned out? And is a middle ground even possible?
Something that our parents taught us and their parents taught them.
Though these conversations are tough, Williams says they're important to have. On this day, though, outside of the one with us, the conversations were easy. They were just about fishing. In Clarksville, Chris O'Brien.
Interesting approach there.
Very interesting, yeah.
School safety and public safety in general, one of the biggest concerns Tennessee voters talk about, prompting the special session set for later this summer.